house. This house here, I'm gonna make at least 80,000 on, maybe even more than that. To be able to get this home was from a wholesaler in Smyrna, Georgia. Property values doubled, almost tripled. I think Jimbo and Claire obviously loved each other. All right, guys. So I used to.
Right on Village Parkway Northeast.
So guys, for the last few years, I used to go to all the homes I used to buy, and I used to take cool pictures and talk about them. And over the last 7-8 months, maybe even a little bit longer, I haven't had the time to do it because I've been so busy with business and other stuff. So I just think that now I have the time to start going to homes again. So the home we're going to right now is a home that I bought from someone that bought a home from me for full value on the MLS after I fixed it up. This was a deal that I was originally going to make around $40,000 on, and now I'm going to make $120,000 on because I'm going to make money on the home I sold them, plus I'm going to make money on the home I bought from them. So this is pretty cool. Let's go check it out. I actually haven't ever been to this home yet. And again, I haven't been to almost any of my homes that I've bought over the last 8-9 months in a long time because I've just been busy, and my partners, and I have inspectors and people that do all the rehabs that's been going and sending me pictures. So I'm gonna try to start going in person now and checking them out myself, and you guys are gonna see them the same time I see them for the first time. Of course, I've seen pictures, but I've never physically been there. So let's go check it out and see how it looks. Alright guys, so we're at this home right here in Smyrna, Georgia. It's on Shirley Street, and literally it's the first time I've been here. This is a very cool property, very cool story. So I just finished rehabbing a home in Dallas, Georgia that I put on the MLS, and I had a buyer that wanted it, but they told us that they can't buy that property until they sold a property that their parents gave them in their will when they died. And this was the property that they got from their parents. And what's crazy is I said, well, that's what I do. I buy properties. What's the address? How much you want for it? And we negotiated that they sold me this property for $215,000. So I was like, I will buy this property, you buy mine, everything's great. So I made $40,000 selling them my property in Dallas, Georgia. And what was cool is that I thought I was gonna make $40,000, which is great, and that was the end of the story. But no, I ended up getting this property right here for $215,000. I will probably spend somewhere in the $75,000 range on this property. We're halfway done, and I'll have $290,000 in this property. This property right here, when it's fully rehabbed, will go for about $400,000 in this neighborhood. And after all my fees and everything else and my rehab, I'll probably end up making $80,000 profit net on this particular property. So I went from making $40,000 on a property that I finished to making $120,000 on the deal. The only way and the only reason why I was able to find this and buy this was because the owner of this property wanted to buy my other property. I never would have ever seen this property. It wasn't for sale. Nobody knew about it. I'm the only one that knew about this property. And the person that sold it didn't really have any attachment to it. It wasn't their home. They never lived in it. They were just left it, and it was in really rough shape, and they just wanted to get rid of it, and they didn't know any other way, so they just gave me a good deal. I bought it. It was a win-win for everybody, and now we're gonna go in and check out the progress of this house. So I've been working on this house now for a few weeks. We painted the outside. We started doing some stuff inside. It still needs a lot of work. We probably got another few more weeks to finish, but let's go check it out. I'm gonna show you how you get a $40,000 profit deal into a $120,000 profit deal, what it looks like, and again, we're gonna run through all the numbers and show you that anyone can do it. There's so many people that are buying homes that need to sell their home. Why not do 2 deals instead of 1? Come on. Today we're putting the cabinets in. We have a shaker gray cabinet. We're redoing the whole kitchen. It was totally outdated, falling apart. It's gonna look really nice. We got the sink right in front of the window. We're gonna come back when it's totally finished and show you what it looks like, but as you see now, there's no floor in here. And we're gonna make it super, super nice. The rest of the house is all hardwood, as you see. It's old and scratched up hardwood. We're gonna refinish it all, sand it down, make it look really nice. But again, here's more of the kitchen cabinets that we're installing today. If you look, we already put all new LED lights in this house. We put crown molding in the house. We've already painted all the trim gray. We painted the walls white. We made sure all the electrical and plumbing is updated. Got all new light fixtures in the house. As you see, these are all newer light fixtures that we put in. We have our like gray and black package. We've been doing this with a lot of the new homes over the last 8-9 months. People really love it. People, when they see it, they buy it really fast. Colors really click with people. And then of course here, the bathroom. We're doing the new modern tile for our bathroom here. And starting to look pretty good. Of course, we've got another few weeks to finish this particular property. Again, this home was a 3-bedroom and only 1.5 bath. We took out a closet that was right here and we extended the bathroom. So now there's 2 full baths. Here is the master. It's not a huge master, but it's cool because now it has its own bathroom. So as you see here, it used to have just a toilet and a sink. We extended it and now we have its own nice shower with the more modern tile. Again, this is what people like right now. So we just painted the whole outside. We put new windows in the house. This particular area like blew up over the last few years because the Braves Stadium moved right near here. We're in Smyrna, Georgia, and literally property values doubled, almost tripled in all around here. And very similar homes to this, same size homes that are 3-bedroom, 2 baths that are remodeled are all selling for like $400,000. Literally like 5 years ago, they were almost a third to half of what they are now. So people always ask me, how do I buy my homes? How do I find the homes? Well, over half the homes I buy, I get from wholesalers, which the first home that I actually bought that made me be able to get this home was from a wholesaler. And I fixed it up, rehabbed it, put it in MLS, and that's how I get homes. But I get homes in all kinds of ways. I have closing attorneys that always give me homes. I have lenders that give me homes. I have my own acquisition team in-house that gets me homes. But another way to get homes is when you are selling a home, the person that's buying it a lot of times has a home to sell. You should always talk to them and try to get that home. I literally just made another $80,000 just by asking them what type of home they have and if they want to sell it. And I've done this many, many times. I've added hundreds of thousands of dollars in profit every single year to my real estate just by buying people's homes that are buying my homes. And then of course, posting on social media. You have to post on social media. The more and more you post, the more groups you're in, the more people that will know that that's the business you're in, and they'll keep giving you homes. There's so many ways to get properties, but you gotta be active. You gotta like be aggressive. You can't just lay back and think things are gonna come to you. You have to like take action and go forward, and you're gonna get plenty of properties.
How outside the basement?
So we're in the carport right here. It's pretty cool. Some homes have carports, some even have garages, some don't have anything. So this one has a carport, which is kind of neat. A lot of homes in this neighborhood don't have nice, large, flat backyards. So there's all kinds of stuff that you can do here. If you see here, it goes down all the way down to the end where you see that fence. So, you know, once you clean this area out, I mean, the possibilities are endless of what you can do. And, you know, you could have all kinds of playgrounds. You could add a pool. You could add gardens, gazebos, all kinds of fun stuff. Let me show you a special thing about this house that is an added bonus. It actually has a walk-in, like, crawl-space basement. So I just stepped in there right before I turned the video on, so I've seen it like one time a second ago. But it's pretty cool. It's got like a whole workshop area. You could actually use it for storage. You could probably finish it and do something with it. But it's also got a lot of access to underneath the house, so anything that you need to do is really easy. It's nice and clean. Let's go check it out. This is like a total bonus for somebody. It's a full-size door. So you come in and it's literally a workshop area. You could have a whole workshop here, all kinds of tools, all kinds of storage. There's actually already all electrical, there's plumbing that has its own sink, there's drawers. Of course, all this stuff is pretty old, but you can modernize it and get it really however you want. And what's really cool is it's a very clean crawl space. This is very nice and clean. Everything looks, you know, pretty organized. Everything looks like it's in good shape. If you ever need to work on the air conditioner or hot water, it's really easy to get to. These are all new now, but as you see, it's not going to be a hard area to work on. And here you go. This is all bonus. This is all bonus. A lot of people don't have this, and when you have one and you move somewhere else and don't have one, you realize, oh man, I had a bonus. And when you don't have one and you come here and you see that you have all this extra space, it's awesome because you know, you could use it for storage or really anything else that you want. You know, full lighting, and this is cool. What's really cool is here is it looks like they put this in back probably in 1981 because somebody scratched in here November 27th, 1981. That's probably when they poured this concrete. And Jimbo and Claire obviously loved each other back then. So pretty neat history, huh? So again, on this house in Smyrna, Georgia, I wasn't even supposed to buy it. There was no way for me to find it. So again, the way I found it was I bought another home, I fixed it up, and I flipped it. And the person that was buying that home ended up selling me their home. The cool thing about the story is that literally I was gonna make 40,000 bucks, which was awesome. That was a great deal. That was a great flip. I love making 40,000 on a house, especially the house was $175,000 home that I ended up selling for 300 or almost 300,000. So, you know, my margins were pretty good. It was a 15% profit, which, you know, I target to make at least 10%, 15%, 20%, incredible. So it was a really good deal. But that wasn't the end of the deal. This was the end of the deal. I actually bought this home, and this home I'm gonna make at least $80,000. I'm saying 80,000 because that's the worst case scenario. There's a potential I'm gonna make 90 or 100,000 on this, but I know at the worst case I'll make 80,000. So I literally went from a $40,000 profit, and the other deal is already done. Like, I sold it, it's closed. It closed a couple weeks ago. I know I made 40,000 on that one. This one now is gonna be another 80 plus. So that $40,000 deal is gonna turn into a 6-figure profit, 120,000 plus profit on one deal. So again, I want everyone to understand that there's always ways to make more money and everything. And this is the way I was able to make more money on this one. So you know, think about it. Every single time you're flipping a home, how can I make more money? You know, and again, one way is to talk to the person buying it and see if they have a home that they're willing to sell. And a lot of times they just need to get rid of it, and sometimes they're not emotionally attached, and they'll sell it for, you know, whatever they're happy with getting, just so they can move on to the next stage of their life and move into their dream home. So that's the end of the tour for today for the Smyrna house. I'm actually gonna head to a few other homes. I literally haven't been to like so many homes I own, and we're gonna check them all out today. Next stop, Marietta. Guys, have you still not subscribed to this channel and commented yet? Make sure you comment on this video. If you don't comment, I'm not gonna know that this is the type of video you wanna see me make. Make sure that you comment, and I'm gonna make a lot more.